Hello. So I don't know if this is an INFJ problem or if this is just like a problem for me personally, but I have a real problem with opening up to people and like being my true authentic self, like fully. And for me, it's like having a big wall up. And I think there's multiple reasons why I have the wall up and why I don't feel comfortable just being myself with people. I think if we're looking at it from like an INFJ perspective, I think um, because, well, for one thing, I seek harmony with people. Like I want people to be in a good mood, and I want, just to feel like harmony around me. And so the person I present is very polite and like prone to giving people compliments and trying to make people feel good. Like I'm pretty good at naturally being able to do that. And so I hold back my emotions a lot too. So that's a big part of it. Like if I'm feeling upset, I don't generally express it. If I'm angry, if I'm I really only try to express positive emotions usually. And even then, like I don't even express excitement um, that often. I would say like I I almost feel like kind of robotic, and but like what I said, the driving force is like I want harmony with people, and mainly right now I'm thinking about like the workplace, but it seems like it's most situations too, social situations. And a good example of how I know that I am this way is I've said in other videos, and this is so true, but like I'm a very emotional person. Like everything affects me so much emotionally. I'm all day long, I feel strong emotions of some sort. But on the outside, it's not like that. I don't express that to people, and because I don't feel comfortable expressing my emotions. And a prime example of this is at work. Like a few months ago, I had a phone call, and um, this driver was just like yelling at me and just blaming me for something that wasn't my fault. And um, I got emotional. I got angry, and like after I hung up the phone, I was just like vented and just started like letting my anger out. And my one coworker said, "Amanda, I can't believe like you're upset. I didn't even know that." I don't remember what she said. She either said like, "I didn't know that you had emotions," or she said, "You never show emotion." I think she said, "You never show emotion." And I was like, wow, people really pick up on how much I'm like withholding. And it's really something, because for her to say that, like, I feel so strongly all day, but people don't see it, like, because I don't express it. And it's like if they could only see what's on the inside. Like, so that's one area that I have a wall. And for associating it with INFJ, I think that's like extroverted feeling. Like I want harmony with people, and I want social positive social interactions, and so that's why I don't feel comfortable expressing negative emotions. I think another association with INFJ would be introverted intuition. Um, I have such a hard time explaining my thoughts and conveying my emotions, thoughts, everything that's going on within me. Um, like even making these YouTube videos, it's only like a small percentage of me, even though I'm being vulnerable and letting things out. It's still not all of what I wish that I could express, and I wish I could just like open up my mind and like show you. But it's frustrating for me because I wish I could do that too with people, and so that they could like really know me, because I have so much going on in my head all day long, and I think it's a pretty amazing place to be. I think that's why I daydream so much. But like I can't put it into words is the thing. And I get visions a lot, and I get just like euphoric feelings of coming to like realizations, but with like visions associated with it, and it's like a magical feeling, like a transcendental is that a word? Transcendental, I don't know, feeling. The feeling when you transcend. But I think that's my favorite part of myself, is that I get those visions and those strong feelings, and my inner world, it's very it means a lot to me, because and I don't share it with other people. And first of all, I don't know how to put it into words, but even if I could, sometimes I censor myself a lot. I have this filter on me, and I only let out a very small percentage of myself with people, and it's so subconscious now that I can't like even control it. It feels like if I have something, like if a conversation is happening, like I won't put in my opinion or my thoughts, feelings, whatever. And a lot of the times, like I have something like real important that I could add, or something, of strong value, or people would probably get a lot from it, but I just naturally hold back and just don't share anything because I'm so used to it, and I don't know. So that's that part. And I think another big reason, and this might be INFJ associated or maybe not, but when I have opened up in the past to people, certain parts of me, it was not accepted, and I can remember like certain instances of like being my real self, but people like looking at me like I'm crazy or like extremely weird. And um, I think the best word to describe me would be abstract. I think that's better than weird because I feel like that's what it is. And so, and maybe that goes with my extroverted feeling, but how I reacted to that, because then I was like, oh no, they didn't like my real authentic self. I was being me. I can't be me now because people aren't going to like the real me, which I understand, makes no sense because not everyone is going to like you, and some people really will like you for being your real self, but it's hard, like it's a learned behavior, so it's hard to let that go. And like so many years of being built up, you learn to censor yourself and hold back. And so I hope that I can learn to be more open with people in general. And that might help my self-esteem, because maybe people aren't really, taking to me, as it were, because I only share such a small part of me. Like, they don't get to see the real me, so they can't. So that's another part of it. And another part of it is you can build a wall. People can build a wall because of negative past experiences in their life. And it's if you think about it, it's like each brick that you lay is from pain that you experienced in your life. And so if a lot of people have hurt you and done you wrong, you can build a pretty massive wall to try to like guard and protect yourself, so that that won't happen again in the future. But the truth is that a wall is not going to safeguard you from pain in the future. And if anything, it's going to prevent you from being loved the way that you want to be, and a whole host of other social, emotional, positive emotional experiences that you could have that you can't have if you have a wall up, because people can't get to you. And like I said, it's really hard to open up and be yourself fully if you've had so many years of holding back and only showing the world just a small part of you. But I think for me, the way that I am going to try is, I have a couple friends that I can be relaxed and be my real self with. So if I can somehow like generate that feeling over to other people, if I can, imagine Amanda when she's with these certain people that she can be her real self with. Try to convert that over to social interactions with these other people. And if you don't have people at all in your life that you can be fully yourself with, then you're screwed. Just kidding. I'm sure with enough practice you could learn to open up more. And I wonder what it's like to be an INFJ and be able to be yourself comfortably in most situations. Like, I wonder what that looks like, and I wonder what it feels like, because I've read a lot of places that INFJs are the most extroverted of the introverted types, and I could never relate with that. I can act extroverted with, like friends and people that I feel close with, but in the workplace or social interactions, most every social interaction, I am very introverted. But comments are appreciated, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.